Okay, so I'm just out of my morning shot, got a coffee, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give you guys 5 mistakes investors make when buying in Greece. Firstly, not understanding the costs required when buying property in Greece. This is a big one. There's a lot of hidden fees that you don't necessarily see. It's not just the price tag that's up on the real estate website that you're searching for property. There's added fees on top of that, and there's added tax codes on top of that as well, depending on whether you're buying residential or commercial property. So keep your eyes out for that one. Another common mistake is not understanding the bureaucratic and legal issues in Greece. There's a lot of red tape. There's a lot of paperwork to sign, quite literally paperwork. Everyone just decides to go for their coffee, take about an hour to even just say hi, and then it takes about 3 to 5 years to get a paper pushed across Greece. Not really, but also not really joking either. Generally, the process should take anywhere from 6 weeks to 9-10 weeks. I mean, it's taken me up to 9 months to buy a property once. That was during COVID, but still you can understand the whole process and legalities that go through that as well. A lot of bureaucracy in Greece. Buying in the wrong location according to what your goals are. If you want commercial, if you want residential, if you want an Airbnb, if you want a long-term investment, if you want a short-term investment, you're not going to get a great return in Santorini as you will on the mainland somewhere, possibly in a village, or possibly in Thessaloniki, which is the second largest city in Greece, which is where I started with all my properties as well. So you really need to understand what your situation is, how much you can spend, how much you can make back according to what the revenue is on that state and what the rents go for, and then see what's best for you. Next point, not doing your due diligence on the property. Again, basic real estate investment 101. In Greece in particular, there's a lot of hidden things that go on. Sometimes it's property of inheritance, there's tax implementations that they haven't paid off. A lot of people will get properties, especially right now, inherited down to them. They don't want to pay the stamp duty, they want to pay the inheritance tax, so they sell it off, but they can't sell it off until they pay off that little tax amount that's owing, and then you get this whole cluster, etc., trying to figure out all those legalities and whatnot. Sometimes you have extra meterage put on the actual advertisement of the property, where in fact when you get the actual paperwork, no, those meters aren't true, or there's more meterage than what there is because someone's added a balcony or someone's added a second floor, something's been done illegal. Believe me, there's a whole lot of stuff. That's why you got to have a good team there, got to have a good solicitor, got to have a good lawyer over there as well. And lastly, and this is coming from straight out experience as well, the number one thing that I've heard from a lot of people when they're investing or thinking about investing in Greece is the biggest mistake is that they assume that they can handle everything from Australia, and believe me, it's very hard to do so. I'm not saying you can't, but it is extremely hard. You have to have someone over there, which is why I set up my company, buyingreece.net, and it's basically there as a buyer's agent. I help people buy their properties and I help people manage their properties. We do yearly checkups. We make sure the rent's on time. If there's any issues, we have our own team of maintenance people there that can help render the situation. So if you need more help, if you want more information, comment down below, email me, get in touch, hit up buy-in-greece.net for more information, or come and say hi. I'm more than happy to have a chat. My name's Arthur. Thanks for watching. Bye.